hasn't really got that first place. This might be the week though. Running that Akuma game, Skyjim on the other side with the Ibuki pick, which is, you know, not a bad character. I think a lot of people, we saw Cian kind of talk about how he kind of had the counter pick of the Seth for some of his matchups, but still, he still believes in the Ibuki for a lot of his matchups. And, you know, Ibuki's still a strong character, and it looks like they're doing a little bit of a button check, maybe doing a little bit of a lag test. Never mind. Looks like they're going into it. I see Crouch Communicate confirming a fireball. Round one. Fight.
Nice
Fireball. Ooh, it connects too. Yeah, able to get that medium kick right after. Throw pressure. Now there's no meter. This is even better for Marusa if you think about it, because now you can just move in all damn day. Until that EX bar comes back, like you can take a few hits here and there. You can't do too much, because you are Akuma and could have got punished for a lot more than that. But Maru-san able to bring it back. One more hit to do it.
The V-trigger activation gonna get the mix up. Marusa blocks it. Oh, managed to land those three kunai. A lot of damage. Hanging on for the pixel.
Skyjim actually took that? Skyjim took, that was literally Maru-san's hand, but you see that there were moments where, like, even though that EXCP didn't do a lot, it actually brought him back, you know, puts him back to neutral and gave him the opportunity to get the comeback, and mistakes like this are gonna hurt.
Yes, Marusa got a careful. There's a stun. Ibuki charging up, getting the kunai. Oh, again, another big mistake.
I just, you know, those are the worst kind of EX DPs, right? Are the ones where they bust out right at the end, because they're the most obvious. When you're low on health, you only got one more decision. That EX reversal is one of the worst options you can do. And it's unfortunate because you're like, you either do that or you eat whatever's coming after. And it's like, well, it's so obvious that they're going to do the EX DP. So Skyjim going for the punish, and Maru-san gotta clean up a little bit. Some of the mistakes there kind of led him into worse positions.
Really,
nice confirm.
yeah.
Good
Just
round
two
start.
missed DPs, I think, really cost him the entire round, but it looked like that one landed there.
Ooh.
Great anti-air from Maru-san, keeping a little bit of that corner pressure going. I like the shimmy.
Staying with the plus frames, lands a red fireball. One more hit for the stun, but the back throw, switching positions, great defense. Well, like that. And now Skyjim getting the confirm with the crouching medium. Mixed time.
Oh!
What's on the menu? Does it finish his plate?
Yes, he does.
He did anyway. He did.
Gets the EXCP, followed by 3 kunai, finishes his plate, even leaves some room for dessert.
Round two. Ooh, I like that he hit him with the rider and make sure the job was done. You never want to save that bar, you know, unless you want to make sure, because you definitely want to make sure a character like Akuma has to die. Like, it's got to be done. So you have to double tap the characters.
Yeah, and the thing is too, you can always build meter in the next round, but Maru-san's not even letting Skyjim have the opportunity. Gets the Tatsu. Ooh, there is the
throw. It's done. I like that. Maru-san with the back throw. Optimal stuff here. Trying to even things out.
Maru-san looking a little bit cleaner now. Really conscious of his gameplay. Starts off with a nice EXDP, great damage. Air fireball, followed by the Tatsu.
I really like the bust out at that position. That was plus frames right there. He didn't want to hold that. He's got to hold that rider though. Backing away from the throw. Trying to enforce his own crouching medium kick, but here's the back medium. Skyjim getting checked with those dashes. Maru-san starting to catch on to that. Wow, he took his turn back like it was his. He said, I can play now. Put the controller down.
Oh, I like the anti-air, but it looks like Skyjim activates with the V-trigger. It doesn't get anything really off of it. That was a weird exchange. Oh! Did Maru-san take the controller from Skyjim?
He said, bro, you're not playing right now. You don't get to play right now. Here, let me... He did that thing when you're playing with your cousins and you mash their controller to make them mess up. Like when you're kids, that's what he's doing right now. He's like reached over, he's mashing their. He's like the other guy, Skyjim's like, stop, dude, stop! I'm trying to play. Maru-san, I gotta admit, he is looking a lot stronger. His confirms are a lot better. His defensive choices really great. The XDP bust out from the EX kunai was great. Not hold those plus frames, and he just seems a lot stronger. Let's see if we can clean things up, or is Skyjim gonna go in?
Absolutely great anti-air at the start of the round. Gets the crush counter. The pressure is on in the corner.
Spacing.
Again, another cut
Again.
counter. Really optimizing his damage with
Off
the
the
DP.
I
Ooh,
love that he
gotta
goes
be
for the
careful.
heavy, the right spacing. But here's the activation. Let me see what's on the menu. It doesn't matter. Throw it away, rip it away. We're going to a different restaurant. The EXDP bust out, not only a damn mix. Dive kick. Follow
Oh,
up.
I like it.
Still oh my god, I was like he blocked it all, but he didn't. Sky Jim gets opened up like a king. He hit it like that.
Match point for Marsan. Oh my goodness.
A lot of just the demon flip pressure that's kind of catching Sky
Yeah.
Jim off guard.
Absolutely. It seems like Marsan not only does that, but he also cleaned up a lot of his gameplay. But
It's
is
a
he gonna
lot
be able
better
to
here.
I like to check on the dash.
You know when it's coming, typically after like a crouching medium or such, like he knows what's coming.
yeah.
We gotta be careful throwing up that V skill, can be whip punish. Maru-san's in there, demon flip throw. One more hit to do it, one more conversion really.
Yeah, building up. Oh, it's a
Definitely wanna hit
lot
that.
of gray life. It's a lot of gray life. Sky Jim really gonna have to be careful. Oh!
The EXDP bust out.
Yeah,
No,
that was an
Marsan, I
interesting
see.
challenge from Morrison against Skygem. Because Skygem, I think, threw out the kunai.
Yeah, I mean he had actually proven that he was gonna do that. He was doing that quite a bit because EX Kunai at the feet plus frames didn't want to hold any of that because that's a party starter right there for Ibuki, especially this season where Kunai, if they land at the wrong place, they don't get the same amount of plus frames. So Maru-san understanding that knowledge, use the EXTP bust out. We had saw it before. He did it again. Sky Jim unfortunately did not acclimate. Is going to be acclimating themselves and lose the side of things. Maru-san moves on to the winners. That was a good match. I really like how Maru-san cleaned up his inputs, and I also like how Maru-san was just, you know, really great about alternating the demon flips and kind of eliminating the offensive decisions that, you know, Skyjim wanted to do. But
Yeah,
that's
no,
what's up.
absolutely.
I see you, Maru-san.
Yeah, Marsan definitely had great pressure. But you know what else is great is Florida Caliber. Make sure to go check out and join the Florida Caliber Discord today. You can learn competitive play, go and hang out with them. Additionally, you can check out Ultimate Marvel vs. Parsec 3 over at twitch.tv/Tampa Never Sleeps every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Some great Marvel action. And then of course make sure to go follow, love, support, like, give everything you got to Juicy Game Night. You can follow them over at Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, the whole 9 yards.
A little bit of a wait. We're waiting on the winner between Alex Dada and Dark Eyes to fight against Phoenix Wright. And then after that, we'll go to the other side of winner semis with Maru-san waiting against the winner between JC3 and Itachi's Legacy. So I actually can't see that. It's always back and forth between these guys.
Yeah.
Itachi's Legacy versus Maru-san, that's going to be fun because he just fought Ibuki. But, you know, Itachi's Legacy got a couple characters, right? You've seen Chun-Li, you've seen quite a bit. So,
Cole, what happened to your mic?
Wait, can you hear me now?
It sounded like you
Wait,
were
what's
going
on?
like you sound fine, but it sounded like you're going like down under.
What is going on with my mic? Okay, hold on.
Like it's kind of a
I'm
cool
really
effect,
close.
not gonna
You
lie.
sound like what somebody sounds like speaking through like a voice changer.
Oh my god, this was all good during CPT, and then whatever happened. Let me see here. Hold on. All right,
I
am
mean,
I better
some-
now? Does
I
this
mean,
sound better?
It still sounds
No.
like you're stuck in the voice box.
All right, let me restart.
All right. In
Yep.
the meantime, make sure you
Okay.
guys also check out Juicy Game Night. They do Street Fighter 5 and Tekken 7 on Tuesdays, and this Wednesday they've got a cross.
Blazeman Cross Tag
Tag?
battle. Yeah.
Yeah, and Dragon Ball Z. So gonna be a lot of fun. Definitely excited to see a new game added to the mix for Wednesday. So definitely go give some love there. Gonna be very fun. But
It was
you know,
definitely a good thing to learn because a lot of the, at least recently with the East Coast, has been coming back with Ronin Rumble.
Mhm.
Parsec tournaments have been a thing for BB Tag starting now. So it's been fun seeing you at. Maybe there's still community, and talking to them recently, they've been like, oh yeah, we would love to do a bracket. We just like didn't know if we were offered one. I'm like, oh, sure.
No, that's awesome. And I think that's great to see growth as far as a local, especially online, you know, to see more games added to the roster. There's nothing but good stuff there and love there.
And if just like people out there just like, hey, the guys that used to go to locals, we've been playing a lot online. You guys still running brackets for these games? You know, just ask. Cause like, 50% of the time we don't know what to run anymore.
Yeah. And I think an important thing too is for communities that do have a game that they want to stream and want to hold like a local for. If you don't know anybody who does it, or if there isn't anyone in your local, create one yourself, because that's what I'm doing right now for our local Arizona scene. Is I'll be having a tournament in the middle of October.
Oh hi, plug it in.
5. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you guys can check it out. It'll be October 10th on my stream over at Flexus __. It'll be sometime in the afternoon. We haven't fully confirmed a time yet, but you're gonna see some of the strongest players in Arizona go.
I will not plan anything to watch that.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think it's on a Saturday, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Fun fact too, Arizona, when we were doing the Street Fighter League amateur league, Arizona placed second in the entire league. So lots of strong players coming from our state,
God,
bringing
Florida
the
sucks.
heat. So
God, Florida sucks.
Alrighty, up next on deck, we've got Alex
Finally.
Dot
Okay, now I'm
Dot
back.
You're 100% back.
versus Phoenix, and finally got Sincola back in mic.
Yeah.
How was your trip?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
you're
my
so good.
trip was
Welcome
good.
back.
My trip was good. My trip was fixed by something in Discord, which already had noise reduction. I've got noise reduction from doing CPT. Like, they fixed all my stuff. And then, Discord added another thing for some reason. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I have, like, the underwater effect. And I'm like, I don't need this. Relax, Discord. Relax. But now we're all good. Now we're going to be watching some more Street Fighter 5 action. Thank you guys for coming through. Juicy Game Night Online. I am,
The juiciest games out there.
I said I was gonna take a break. I said I was gonna chill, but like,
Nah.
I really, when it comes to this one's so like, it's so great because like Juicy to me is one of like the funner locals to watch, because there's a Blanca that doesn't play like a normal Blanca player. Everybody has like 3 characters out here, so it's hard to even determine who's gonna play who. And when they do play the same characters, they're way different styles. Like Alex Dot, for example, he's definitely a wild child out here when it comes to Blanca. Like, when compared to other Blanca players out here, like Itachi's Legacy, who's got a secondary, he mains his character and he plays just ridiculous. So, can we see the setups? Phoenix Wright gonna have to hold tight against this character.
Yeah, Phoenix, and the great thing too about this local scene is these are all players that are extremely skilled. They're all very, very talented at the game, and that's what's really great is because you're getting to see a lot of high-level play with a lot of great, high-level play with a lot of great players. I mean, to put it bluntly, we're seeing it here. Phoenix already got the stun, pushing Alex Dot in the corner, gets a command grab.
We're head for it. There it is, the overhead. Hit him with 2 meaties, the same type. Hit him with a double down. My man hit him with a double dash up. I love that Phoenix Wright is going with the pressure. And, you know, just as you were saying before, like, we have a lot of variation with this, the locals, the high level. Phoenix Wright, one of the people that's kind of stuck it out with Birdie. He's got other characters as well, but stuck with the Birdie pick, and I think this character's still super strong this season. It's got to be a little bit more on point and not whip your normals as much. When they land, they still hurt. Nice anti-air jab, stuck in the corner. Crush.
Alex Dot pushing things back into the neutral, but not for long. Phoenix, ooh, misses the throw. That's gonna hurt. Alex Dot with the activation.
Meter activation here. Alex Dot with a lot of meter to work with here. And then trigger, it's going to be a lot more painful pluses through. See what I'm saying?
Back
this
into
is what makes it hurt.
the space program.
Out of the skies, but here's a denial. Oh my god. He tried to get predictive with the uppercut. It didn't work out. Alex Dot hitting the ground pound right there. Evening things out. Phoenix probably tried to call it a Blanca ball and just, there was nothing there. Nobody at the door.
Yep. Ooh, I do like the answer with the Blanca ball, trying to do that headbutt forward.
Normally I would say, you know, that's super expensive, but, you know, put him in the corner.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. Like when you want to put this character in the corner, you can be able to run your command grab game a little bit better. You got him locked down, but hey, there's the key right there. Alex escaping.
Yeah.
Back to neutral, back to mid-screen.
Alex creating a little bit of space and wants to try to get out of that command grab zone. Stuck in the corner right now. Tries to rainbow ball out, just not able to make it work. Slides into activation. Pounds on the ground.
On the other side, the flip out EX. I love that. He just flipped right out. Reset the neutral, but it doesn't matter. Alex with the confirm of the finish.
Nice work from Alex. You know what I love to see too is not only just high level play, but high level play with a character that's not commonly picked, like Blanka. There's something so gratifying about not seeing a top tier on the screen. That's just like doing super well.
I mean, he's been playing this character for so long, and Blanka's one of those characters where it's such a particular style that you have to play with this character. I don't think Blanka's neutral is that good when compared to other characters, but so you have to kind of get a little wild with it, and you have to kind of get unpredictable, and it doesn't create a lot of stability with the character in terms of a game plan as well too. But it does create headaches for the other person, especially if they don't know how to play against that character. Phoenix Wright, seems like he has some ideas, but let's see how far those go against someone like Alex Dot. Something has a lot of tricks in his pocket. Slide activation. This is one thing that he's not been able to survive as much as the V-trigger activation, especially when he runs out of bar. He's got a reversal. Back throw to the corner.
Gets with the forward throw. Again with the ball. Sending you out into outer space.
EX, yeah. There's the EX. I got one too.
Like armor activates.
What's the decision here?
Tries to go for the cross up. Nice blocks.
My man, Alex thought he hit him with the crouch fierce like that. Got the crush, got the round.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
But his spacing is so good. We haven't really seen it at that distance anyway, so. Phoenix Wright just getting paced up here. Goes out the interrupts the EX command grab, so chasing him down. No trade there. Alex Dot. He wants to be out of that corner. He wants to be back in that neutral space. Be able to kind of move around the screen a lot more and have that screen space so he can play around. He can maneuver a lot more.
Nice anti-air goes with the command grab. That was a lot of damage too, just from that move.
About to be a lot more, especially V-trigger when Birdie lands those hits. Enhanced damage, enhanced speed as well.
Following up that soda can.
That block speed really good. Cross up, trying to find the confirm. Slide activation.
Goes in with the quick throw. Pushing Phoenix into the corner. Throw for a second time. Phoenix is gonna have to have some kind of answer unless he wants to get stuck there, but he doesn't.
His answer is to eat a face full of Blanka ball. That's his answer.
It's not a good one. It's like your it's like your teacher calling on you when you fall asleep in class and you yell out 42 when it's English.
You're like 17. This is science. This is science class. What do you do? This is gym class. No, my bad. This is gym class. What do you do?
Yeah,
run the laps. Run the laps. What are you doing? What are you talking about? What I'm talking about is Alex Dot moving on. The winner side of things, Phoenix just couldn't get a handle. I like the defensive options, but it just seemed like without bar, it was really hard to deal with the V-trigger activation. It was really hard to kind of stay solid. And if you don't, here's the issue. If you have to V-reversal, you have to decide between V-reversaling or am I going to use V-trigger to make the comeback, right? So am I going to V-reversal and maybe not have this comeback, but stem the pressure of V-trigger? Or am I going to just rely upon V-trigger activation and then I go in, but it just didn't happen. Alex Dot taking it 2-0.
Yeah, no, Alex Dot I think just was able to have a lot of confirms compared to Phoenix, right? It was really unfortunate for Phoenix, but however, Alex Dot I think just has a very solid Blanka, able to get those confirms in and really maximize a lot of damage. But I think he also made a lot of smart moves with spacing out his use of meter. Not, cashing it all in once, but he's like, I'm gonna spread this out a little bit. I got some bills to pay later on. So, and he paid it all off, obviously worked out in his favor, so he's able to move on into winners finals.
That meter use is always important. I think for Blanka, you only need it for two things. I mean, you could use it for a few other confirms here and there, but for primarily, in my opinion, in that matchup, at least from what I saw, reversal, or you spin it on the closeout for the V trigger, and that's just what happened there. So Phoenix, that's just I see you in the chat with a sad birdie. but you might be able to turn that frown upside down if you make it through loser's side, because you're not out just yet.
Nope, not yet. You could still make it through, and that's always the thing too with these tournaments is you can make a very solid run back through loser's side. So it's never the end of the story. But
he's done it before. He can do it again.
Yeah, up next, the next chapter, we got Itachi's Legacy versus Marusan. On deck, we have got see Marusan already on stream. Itachi's Legacy, extremely good Ibuki. We've seen this kind of story before play out. You know, Marusan facing Skygem with the Ibuki, but it's a whole other ballgame when you have Itachi's Legacy on screen.
I would say Skygem really reliant upon the command dashes and things like that. Didn't really find as many EX kunai confirmed, and couldn't really see or didn't really have like a deviating game plan once they were getting shut down. And that led to Marusan kind of using the same options because if it ain't broke, why fix it, right? Itachi's Legacy ain't like that, and that's not saying anything against Skygem or their play, but Skygem definitely heavily footsies based, but he'll definitely play around you and your options. So I guess this might be a little bit different for Marusan in terms of what he has to deal with. And it's going to be super different because it's not even going to be Ibuki. It's going to be Blanka. And though I am talking about, the footsie game, I kind of talked about this before. He is one of the Blanka players in the Florida scene that definitely runs a more footsie based, well, not Florida scene, the South scene, but runs a more footsie based Blanka. You see that with the V-Trigger 1 pick, not going to V-Trigger 2, the goofy stuff. He's got the V-Trigger 1. And he's just more about playing that ground game.
Absolutely, but he is gonna have to face against a very high damage output from Akuma. Gonna have to be careful. Already building up a lot of stun right there. Gets it in with the light kick.
It wasn't even a cross him. He just empty jump low light kick though. Marusan taking that first round over Itachi's Legacy, and this is kind of the danger. Playing the footsie game with a character that's really based on footsies is kind of dire because never mind. Skip the neutral. Let me get that EX command grab. Itachi's Legacy putting the goofy stuff. I know he heard. He was like, "Listen, I got something for you."
No, that's definitely. I think that was a really great tool to use against the fireball. Seeing the command grab go over the projectile, it's a great answer, and you get some nice damage off of it. But Marusan already having some good damage as well. Itachi's Legacy wakes up with Rainbow Ball.
Yeah, I like that bust up with no confirm right into the side. No V-Trigger activation. Holding all the pressure back in the corner. We saw this movie before. Now the activation finally coming. Let's see something different on the table. Itachi's Legacy got to get closer to really make something of that V-Trigger confirm. Yeah, see a full screen, not really that much. He's got to land that hit. He does so.
Gonna push Marusan into the corner. Not for long. Marusan with the back throw again. Really being careful about the spacing right now. Trying to go for chip. Will it do enough? It does.
I mean, that's Akuma. It's definitely going at that point, definitely going to chip. And I like how he just jabbed once just to get that gray life on the deck, just to make sure. You always want to make sure. Because there are some moments where you'll hit the chip and you'll be like, yeah, I got it. And then they'll just walk through the fire like it's nothing. Like it's Terminator. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. You're like, but I killed you. No, you didn't. Should have finished the job. But not that time. I was saying, I like that. Ending the movie before it even starts.
Absolutely. Puts one on the board. Doing some great work right now. Ooh, great anti-air with the DP. I think slightly missed the throw there. Backing up a bit. Again, great anti-air.
I mean, this is all good from Marusan. He just backs away. Doesn't want to get back thrown into the corner. No slide activation just yet. There it is. Yeah, waiting for the on-block situation. Cross up. Are you kidding me?
That's
Enough
wild.
to finish, though. Overhead doesn't do anything.
I thought that would get it. Oh, man. Marusan, gonna have to be careful. Had that stun build up, not for long.
Starball knocking that away. Crowd crouching confirmed. Going for the fireball.
Oh.
Bust down. Jump in. That's a win. That's Itachi's Legacy with the great timing. And I said, this man plays a footsie game, but he still, dabbles in what Blanka's about. You saw the mixes come through, and it wasn't a big one. It was enough to turn the tide and allow Itachi's Legacy to make that comeback.
No, absolutely. Itachi's Legacy, I think, making some adjustments right now, trying to learn a better game plan, but Marusan just doing so solid. Already seeing it here. Still got the golden health bar. putting on the pressure. Itachi's Legacy tries to get out of the corner. They get a trade. Slide into activation.
I like the jump back idea. Even though you trade, you're still out of the corner and you're not put in a bad situation. And they've already wasted so much of their bar. He tried to go in with the extreme flip. So just waited that one out.
Yeah.
Big deal though, still in the lead.
Marusan playing it careful right now, trying to confirm, but got punished for it.
Marusan not even daring to kind of punish any of these blocker balls on block. Just saying, listen, I'll just walk in there when I need to. I'm living pretty right now because I see the CA at the bottom.
Absolutely does not want to get any sort of confirm on either side. Itachi's Legacy also playing it cautious right now.
Hell, at this point, he doesn't even need it. But he might spin it. No, he's gonna wait. He's gonna wait. My man believes. He believes. The target combo activation.
Gets the anti-air. That was a risky move from Itachi's Legacy.
Yo, you see Itachi's Legacy definitely held up north because he's like, I don't want to get demon. Still got hit with the jump out. And now Marusan gets going the next round with all this bar. Try to close things out real quick and easy.
Yeah, both players coming into the next round, full meter on either side.
Marusan knowing the distance of where those DPs are going to land. Just walks in with that great walk speed. Back, in and out, in and out. Interrupts the command dash there. EX DP bust. Out to put him in the corner. I love his decisions. Like, they're defensive, but they also help him and start his offense and put the other person in a bad position right there. As you see, that was a back confirm, but no big deal. Marusan, like, you know, getting pieced up for that one too much.
No, Marusan doing some great options there. Nice DP, forces Itachi's Legacy stay in the corner. I think he's backing up a little bit there. Good option too with the air fireball. Put himself in the corner, but I think he'll be okay. Gets the back throw. You don't get to charge that. Not today.
And the CA, that's not going to kill, obviously, but what it will do is will even things out. But now you've just given Akuma this V-trigger activation. He can pop this sucker at any point. Building closer to bar. Oh, he could do the combo right now. If he hits him on block like this, if he knows if he's close enough to do it. Oh, I was saying, with the, you so lucky. With Itachi's Legacy had bar.
I know, that DP, that was scary. Oh, missed something there. Oh my gosh.
Crouching me to get against the overhead. The Marusan. The Marusan. Put the sand on the name. Put the respect on the name.
Akuma.
I can't believe that man saw the overhead rear up and he hit with a crouching meaty kick.
Saw it from a mile away. He opened his third eye. He looked into the future. He said, overhead.
It's an overhead.
He knew.
He put the card to the forehead. He said, it's an overhead. They opened up the card. They were like, damn, he's right. Damn, Marusan, damn. But damn, his play was really good. I mean, that's one thing you have to have as an Akuma player, is like the ability to, if you mess up, you have to be able to be like, how do I pull back on the ship? Because I don't get to play too much, like if I get hit. Akuma got the low health, the low stun. If you get hit, it's done. So like, you saw how he was like, I'm gonna stay solid, I'm not gonna overextend, because that was almost Itachi's Legacy's his round. And yo, I see him with the GGs in the chat, bro. Are we saying with the GGs in the chat? Bro, you gonna hit him with the GGs in the chat? No, I'm just kidding. I know you guys are friends. I'm just messing with you.
That's what's nice too. Marusan, great gameplay. Again, you know, able to really have optimized damage, able to get solid confirms, and I think it was really smart too. He went for building the Gray Life with, and I'm talking about earlier in the rounds, building the Gray Life, like you mentioned, with the light punch, and then following it up to make sure he gets that confirmed. He's really being cautious about his damage, and I think Itachi's Legacy had some good moves, but just wasn't able to get enough confirms. And I think that's really where it, you know, with a character like Akuma, who just, you know, it doesn't take a lot for him to get the ball rolling, to keep the pressure going, and to have a lot of damage output compared to someone like Blanca, who he can get some decent damage, but I mean, it's not a lot compared to Akuma.
Yeah, Akuma also puts you in it's the damage, and then also on top of all that, it's the bad situations that he puts you in. There's constant Oki from that character. His throw game is still good in the corner. Like, they nerfed it, but it's still strong. Like, you still have to be careful about that micro walk, heavy punch, crush counter, or whatever the options that come through. And the pressure that character has off of many situations, obviously knocked out off of fireballs, is ridiculous. that just allow him to kind of lay it on. And when you try to play the footsie game against that character, it's kind of difficult. I think in that matchup, V-Trigger 1 seems like it's difficult to even land. We didn't really see it work out too much besides maybe 1 or 2 rounds here or there. And they weren't really like the closers, kind of like we see with V-Trigger 2. So still a great play from Maru-san. I can't stress how great that medium kick confirmed right there on the overhead. Bro, you saw that rear back. I know he was checking the, if they come in with a dash or whatever, but you got to have the confirm on the deck to make sure the job is done. If you mess up, you're gonna be blown up. But Maru-san still in the hot seat as we see another Blanka player coming up on the deck. Alex ... Now, you fought the mostly neutral based Blanka player, right? You fought the ground game, the footsies. Now you got to deal with V-Trigger 2. Now you got to deal with those mix-ups. And if you're Maru-san, your DPs, your defensive options that have been kind of tested this entire tournament have to be on point.
Absolutely. No, Maru-san, read the story before, seen the fact that, okay, I played a Blanka, but he has to change up his game plan. He has to change up what his answers are going to be against Alex Dot, because Alex Dot, very solid Blanka, picked it here. So we are going to see something a little bit different, different V-Trigger act. Oh my goodness, words are hard today. Different V-Trigger. And so he is going to have to make some adjustments in what his game plan is going to be.
Yeah, the pacing of the match is going to be this is going to be wildly different because it's a 3-bar, so it'll come a lot later. But at the same time, how you deal with that, how you deal with the third act of the match is going to be very important. And it's going to be very important to get all those confirms, as Maru was saying. He didn't really finish off that combo in the right way, so you didn't really see any big follow-ups that could have led to more for Akuma. But Maru saying is finally getting this jump in right here.
Ooh, nice work. Gets him with the throw. Already built 1 bar meter. Uses it with the EX Fireball. Backing up a little bit. Trying to give Alex Dot some space.
Does not want to get back thrown to the corner. Doesn't want to get mixed. I like that decision because, like, now look at where they're at. They're back to mid-screen. It's A-okay, but here's the activation, though, that Alex Dot has. Let's see what he does with it as he stays in front. Watch so far, not getting opened up.
The thing I like too about Alex Dot, he keeps a lot of pressure going. He knows when to take his turn. He knows how to keep his turn going too. I like the walk back away from the reversal. Punish the DP. Not a huge punish, but great jump in to finish it off.
I think Maru-san at the end right there, we saw the counter hit come up. Probably try to go for a TP because could not, choose the right one. Maybe chose the light punch instead of the EX or something or rather the other. It's unfortunate because he got pieced up for it. But even before that, I like his idea to go for the D reversal, but just 1 or 2 whips here or there, it spells doom for this character. Overhead block. They try to get the at least got his turn back. Goes for the EX.
Talk about life lead too for Alex Dot. We're definitely seeing a drastic difference. Alex Dot 2, full bar of meter, full stick of butter to work with. He can definitely cook. Teach us to bake a cake. Goes for the walk under.
Oh, it's a super. You open up the oven.
Kill?
Oh, that's gonna kill. That's a dead.
He taught us to bake a cake today.
He opened up the oven. You feel the heat. You're not even able to look, and you finally are able to open your eyes when the heat dissipates. Man,
it's weird.
It's a baked Akuma.
All I can think of just that moment is like, I can see you guys just like commentating and leaving now, making a cake.
I'm like singing the song in my head.
Same.
Round 1.
Make sure the firms ain't lazy. This is why they hire me, obviously. They're like, this dude's super serious on CPT. He's super serious to the locals. Bring him out. He can be dumb on the mic.
Then I bring him to Juicy and be like, yo, make a cake, bro.
Yeah, man, if I can use that on CPT. But what I am seeing though right now is Maru-san using some pressure in the back throw to put it back in the corner. I love that. And the V reversal. Maru-san, one of those rare Akumas to go for the V reversal because he was like, listen, I'm gonna get that close out. I'm gonna do whatever it takes.
Absolutely. Maru-san doesn't even need the V trigger, knows he'll build a meter back. Alex Dot gotta be careful. Getzy confirmed. Not a lot built off of it though.
Finish, jump back jab.
Oh, ball.
Bro, the fadeaway. Maru-san is so smart. I love his defensive options when he doesn't panic. Like, he knew how to deal with that stuff. And that's just a sign of a strong player that's, you know, understood how to fight certain matchups. And Alex Dot get a little too pensive here with these jump-ins.
Absolutely, but nice blocks from Alex Dot. Good anti-air with the Rainbow Doll. Oh my goodness. Words are losing me today.
It's because of the Lazy Town stuff. That's what we're thinking about.
I know.
It's obvious.
Ooh.
It's all my fault, I'm sorry.
Bro.
All right, Maru-san. I love how he's backing away, but Alex Dot getting hit with the XTP into the corner. It's Akuma time. If Alex Dot does not find his way out, and he will, now he's got to finally confirm. My man keeps walking back, using that back walk, see, getting the wood punish, side switch, EXTP. But here's the activation. Alex Dot trying to make the comeback.
Nice neutral jump, gets the Rainbow Ball. Again, into the Blanka Space program you go.
One more decision for either person's gonna take this.
Oh, and there it is.
You saw the counter hit, unfortunate. Caught us with the wrong button. I mean, Maru-san can do this. It's just certain timings where he has to be defensive and offensive and pull out the right, you know, stops. He knows what to do. It's just putting it in motion. And I think Alex Dot is putting a lot of pressure right now in terms of like mental stack. You see right now, it's really hard to pin him down. And Maru-san getting pieced up. Okay, goes for the reset, gets a throw at least.
Maru-san with the neutral jump over the fireball, looking for the confirm right now. He gets in. That's the thing I appreciate too. Alex Dot has great pressure as the Blanka, really waiting to take his turn and then using that opportunity. Yes, the back throw, but that is okay. It's crush counter.
Oh, the jump jab meets you in the skies.
Put you back on the ground.
Blanka wins.
Tell me, Seikola, how do you bake a cake?
Not like that, I'll tell you that. That one's looking a little burnt, bro. That one's looking a little burnt. Gotta put that one. You might have to restart that one. If I'm Maru-san, I'm restarting my game plans real quick. I'm gonna put them back in the pan. Say, listen, let me check my ingredients. Oh, I forgot the eggs. Because you know what he's forgetting? He's forgetting to do the right defensive tactics at the right time. And I feel like when he doesn't have the lead, he gets smoked for it. I mean, that's the thing, you know, Akuma, you gotta have. When you don't have the lead, you gotta play around that still. Because your character still has all the tools. He's the Home Depot of a fighting game character. He's got everything on every aisle. Fireballs on aisle 7. You know, demon flips on aisle 6, but you got to be able to get with it and understand how to use all those in tandem. It's fireball, but here's the crush. You see that Alex Dot waited for a button to come. He's like, I'll just delay mine and get the crush. And now he's down in the corner. Cross up, sitting here.
Didn't even need the stun to finish it off. Alex Dot like the Ace Hardware, where he may not have everything, but he's got exactly what you need to close it off.
Is that the song? I'll give you just what you needed. What is that?
Yeah.
Is that Ace Hardware? Oh my god.
No. Oh, is it? Oh my gosh.
I have no idea. That's exactly what I remembered. Just as that.
I gotta look this up now.
Alex Dot, he's like, I'm
very
content with not
important
having
information.
Yo, someone in chat let us know or something. Cause like all I'm thinking right now is, we give you just what you needed. Like Alex Dot is like, I'm fine with my character like he is. He has just what I need.
I got you.
Hold up, I'm looking up this commercial. I need to know.
While they're looking it up, we're gonna be looking at Maru-san trying to make the comeback. Let's see if we can make the beat trigger activation. I like the walk speed. Using that walk speed of Akuma. That's looking fantastic. We out of there, knowing that that's a false screen. Big pickup. This should be the finish right here. He give you just what you needed.
Just what he needed, indeed. I don't know if that's a theme song for Ace Hardware, but you know what? It works. Had the right tools, utilized them. Again, we're seeing a different kind of pressure from Alex Dot's Blanka, and I think that's a gameplay that really set him apart, and what changed this, and what made it really difficult for Maru-san to keep up with was the fact that he had that pressure there. He knew how to use it. He knew his spacing tools as well. So, and I think you know, it's difficult too when you're combating against the Blanka pressure to know, like, okay, is he gonna you know, do a rainbow ball here? Is he gonna go for a slide? Is he going to electrocute me? So it does leave you a little bit guessing, especially if you don't know, like, with a ball, what the kind of the arc trajectory is gonna necessarily be. So
I mean, that's kind of the difficulty, is like, it's good when you're playing on your playing field, but when you're on Blanka's playing field and there's boogers everywhere, and you're like, how do I maneuver this? Like, it's difficult. Blanca is that's the thing, is like you see how difficult it is for Maru-san to deal with kind of all that pressure and all that the capabilities of the character. Like, and it kind of made him break a little bit. You kind of saw him just kind of go for maybe not the same defensive options that he should be running. I like the V reversal idea just in general against the V trigger. But it's just like certain bust outs weren't working. And when he was down on life, it just felt like it was too scrambly. So all in the hands of Alex.
No, absolutely. And I think that was definitely the difficult thing too, is Maru-san maybe not as comfortable with the Blanca matchup, or even if he was, it just was difficult to kind of maintain the pressure and maintain his composure against Alex from Maru-san. But Alex moves on into grand finals. Maru-san moving down into losers final, sorry. Waiting on Itachi's Legacy and Mr. Dark Ice to finish it off to see who faces off against Skygem in losers semifinals.
I just saw him say he really hates V Skill 1. It's stupid. So I'm guessing Itachi's Legacy has taken that one. They just haven't confirmed. Listen, dude, you can just whip punish it. They say just whip punish it. But, you know, the funny thing is, even though they nerf things in this game, they're still powerful. Like, her V Skill 1 is very still good. It still has the rear back. It's not as strong as other seasons, so it avoids a lot of stuff still. It could be whip punish, but if they play the spacing that they do, it's hard to kind of get those confirms going. It's kind of, hard to get those whip punishes going if they play at certain spacing. So, and then she kind of just walks up and gets a throw, or hits you with a crouching medium punch. It's just like, well, it might be weaker now by itself, but other things together make it really strong. Depending on what character you have, I would imagine actually it's probably pretty hard to whip punish as Ed, because some of his buttons are pretty stubby. So I can't see it being fun to deal with. So I'm guessing either it looks like you got one on the board, at least one round at least. I'm guessing Itachi's Legacy 1. Okay.
But speaking of something that is fun, Juicy Game Night with Street Fighter V and Tekken 7 on Tuesdays. And you've got BlazBlue Cross Tag and Dragon Ball Z Fighters on Wednesdays this week. Gonna be a lot of fun. Additionally, what else is fun is Florida Caliber. Join the Florida Caliber Discord today. They've got weekly lobbies, they've got competitive play, and all of that and more. Speaking of more, Ultimate Marble versus Parsec 3 on Fridays at 7:30 at Tampa Never Sleeps. Definitely check that out as well. But we ain't talking about other games. We're talking about Street Fighter right now. We got Itachi's Legacy versus Skygem up next. Both level 73 Ibukis.
Yeah, we got some big boys out here ready to play. Let me get down the lobby because I ain't trying to get my ass whooped right now. I'll tell you that. I went back to rank this week. I was like, listen, I haven't been able to play. I'm gonna take this time to kind of chill out, maybe play. And I was like, I gotta go to the cheap stuff. I gotta go to the cheap stuff. I gotta go to the mixes. I gotta put people through the mixes. And I would assume these two are probably not gonna go for the mirror match because, you know, one of them probably been running Ibuki for a little bit longer. In the mirror match for Ibuki, I can't see it being fun for either of the players. So maybe it's going to be one of their various characters. They both have many characters. But at the same time, like Ibuki, if either does go for the Ibuki, like we see with Skygem, if they run the mixes, they're going to make the brain hurt the other person. I think Ibuki doesn't win against Yuri. I'm actually not sure how that matchup goes in full, but I do know that you can make this character, you know, feel like it's absolute death because the air approach is still super strong, and Yuri does have trouble with dealing with some air approaches, especially EX Kuna.
Absolutely. Their outfits kind of match. Do you think they planned this?
They definitely they message themselves. They message each other.
Like, hey, I'm picking Maroon. You pick Maroon too. We'll make it work.
Trying to coordinate this, so when we get, you know, that sick Twitter clip, you know, we're gonna be looking good. Oh, you right. He tried to whip punish that. V-Skill got a little bit too early right there. Guy just
going with the dash in. Ooh. Skygem are ready with the V-Trigger activation.
Ooh, the drop though. Could have got a lot more.
That hurts.
You left Skygem alive like this. You didn't take him down as much as you could before V-Trigger activation could happen, because look at what's about to happen right now. Itachi's Legacy looking for that confirm, that opening to land the mirror.
I always love a good mirror mix up too. from Urian, so it's gonna be a lot of fun to see what kind of game plan he has.
Good. Not disrespecting those EX plus frames right there. Here's a crouching meter kick confirmed. His patience was rewarded.
This is what I'm talking about. But Skygem managed to. Ooh, that was some nice timing there. Almost got hit with the mirror.
Didn't believe in the medium kick right there. Any follow-up after that? Unloads the clip. EX headbutt though, and the follow-up medium punch from Itachi's Legacy, the Coral Punch, that finished things off. He's been really patient. That footsie style that he runs in a lot of his characters definitely still comes out with Urian. You don't really see that. You really see Urian's kind of go super wild, not mild, but he's really on that grounded game.
No, absolutely. And I think that's going to be really key to playing against Skygem. Skygem, well, and the thing too with the Itachi's Legacy, obviously also plays a lot of Ibuki, so very familiar with a lot of the frame data, able to know when to punish, able to know when to back off, but doesn't seem to be working right now. Skygem managed to get the activation, but great blocks from Itachi's Legacy on the cross-up. Skygem going to have to be careful with the mirror.
Okay. No follow-up. Yeah, if you would have went for the light tackle, it would have been a little bit better, but now he's checked by Skygem. Unloads the whole clip. EX Rider doesn't land.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
That has gotta hurt as Skygem right now.
Ooh. Maybe not as much after that V-skill lands. We just saw Dark Eyes talking about that V-skill. You see the rear bag, avoiding the crouching media punch right there. It's almost like a built-in defensive tactic right there.
Absolutely.
Avoid a lot of hits. Skygem eating things out round-wise.
Likes up with the DP, Itachi's Legacy gonna have to respect that. As the EX headbutt get punished for it. Oh, I like the neutral jump.
Knocks it out.
No anti-air. Tried to go for the cross-up.
EX Kunai actually landed. His Legacy with the crouching media kick, caught him walking back. No fade away for you. EX putting the whole damn amount of bars, mix-up time. Skygem's content just to have the hands up, take some great life and be done with it.
Now, with smart move 2 from Skygem, I think that is the best way to play that out, especially because the pressure is so hard to deal with. But, you know, at some point, you can take your turn back.
Absolutely. Oh! Overhead, no overhead. Or, I'm sorry. Yeah, cross-up, no cross-up. My bad. Trade in Itachi's Legacy with the health buff. That's the health buff right there. Saving Urian in the end. That little health buff on the trade.
That little pixel.
People don't realize how strong that is in this game. Like, one of the strongest buffs, in my eyes, the two strongest buffs you can get in this game are walk speed and then also a health buff. Because they allow you to survive situations where the other person might have killed you. That's also why Ibuki isn't as strong this season. A lot of characters can survive somewhere it makes them a little bit better. So she's got to work a little bit harder. She's got to put a few more ingredients in the mix. You saw right there, Skygem had to put a little bit more in there. My man's putting the hands on him. Heavy punch connects, getting some corner push to trade. Skygem still on the stun.
You gotta be careful. Stun is almost there. There it is. Itachi's Legacy, is he gonna clean up his plate? He is.
EX Fireball to make sure the job is done. I agree. Itachi's Legacy taking that one. And that B skill you see right there, the strength of it, it's hard to get out in the neutral normally. Get a knockdown like that, things are looking good. Overhead's looking good. Overhead off of Skygem, just check him in the corner. It's hard. You don't really have a 3-frame to press out, so you have to wait for the right moment to reversal or find a confirm.
Yeah, and the thing too, Ibuki, kind of some stubby buttons there, so it is hard to play a lot of good neutral game without using kunai.
Have those resources on the deck. Speaking of resources, spins all of them. Skygem trying to get the job done, and the throw will do it for him. Skygem staying alive. The pressure, that's the key. Keep the pressure on this character. Things looking a lot more better. A lot of green. See, I can't even say the words right now. EXP
Words are hard today.
Words have always been hard. I'm surprised I can get away with it. Good jump in. Nice check.
Ooh,
smart stuff.
Great work. Nice. I don't know if he was just trying to go for the crossover or something, but it still worked in his favor. Neutral jump over the EX kunai. Jump in, gets a confirm, but nothing much.
He's definitely looking for a lot more of those EX kunais. He's trying to call those out and waste that resource, because without kunai, like her V-trigger activation setups right after are not that strong. Not nearly as strong, I should say.
Absolutely.
No buffer on the counter hit right there. Attack all lined up. Light. No buffer off of that either. Skyjam with a V skill. You'll cross
There
up.
is the cross up. Great work. Doesn't even need to spend the meter to close it off.
Meaty normal fireball. We'll do it from Itachi's Legacy. I can't believe he walked up in front of his face and hit him with the normal fireball. I'm sure that may have been something else, but he meatied him with a fireball. Okay, Itachi's Legacy.
Hey, we take those. We take those.
You know, in
Nice.
some ways, I wonder if there's some way of if there's like some tech or whatever to meet you with a fireball. I'm gonna have to look that up later, but go on.
I was gonna say, I know with Chun-Li, you're able to have a really nice setup where you set them up with the fire. If you have V-Trigger 2, you set them up with the fireball, forcing them to block, and then you do the guard break when you're charging up the V-Trigger 2. So it's pretty difficult because, you know, they can get caught either way because you can let go of the V-Trigger too early if they try to neutral jump the fireball, or you know, if they're forcing to block it, then they'll just get guard broke, and then you know, Chun-Li gets to do her shenanigans.
Yeah, her V-Trigger activation is way better because the guard breaks. Urien don't do that. He got that negative fireball, and it looks like Itachi's Legacy said, "Yo, bro, it's the super. It's supposed to be the super. Hey man, just be like that. It just be, you don't dial it out right, but you take those. You're like, yeah, it's some secret Urien tech where if they get up at this frame, the fireball hits them there, and you just play it off. You good? CPT commentator. Listen. Here's the thing. I don't even. It feels so weird to say CPT commentator. I don't know how I got on the mic. I'm an idiot. I'm dumb. I just say dumb things on the mic. I'll tell you one thing though, Jogs. That early stuff beat my butt. It was like 5 o'clock
Yeah, how
my
long
time.
did you have to wake up for Japan? Or sorry, no, what was it? East Asia?
Singapore. Yeah.
Oh, Singapore, yeah.
So I woke up, we had to do voice check like at 1 a.m. And then there was like an hour and a half time period before the actual like broadcast happened. And then we, before the broadcast at 5 a.m. at 4, we watched the intro thing with everybody else. So I don't get to watch those videos before everybody else does. I watch them when they pop up with you guys. So I learn all that data alongside, and I have to be prepped and prepared. I have to be ready. And it went on to like 8 my time. So like, and before that, I maybe slept until like 11 or so, or like 12. Maybe it's more like 11. So it was definitely rough, bro. It was rough. Oh yeah, bro. Wasn't his name BK9999? Oh, you mean Fit Amir? Was it Fit Amir? Yeah, Fit Amir. There we go. Yeah, Fit Amir. Watching them play I was like, damn, he's really good. I want to see more Boxer up in the bracket. But BK did pretty good, so it was all good. It was all good.
Yeah, it looks like Jock's also referring to the story I told about how my mom was watching my commentary.
What?
Yeah,
Your mom was watching your commentary?
So this was back during Undefeated in Arizona's our major here. And I made my mom a Twitch account. She was watching your commentary, and her screen name is Mama Flex. So I told the story last time I was on mic for Juicy.
Watching. That's kind of fearful, like, because like you want to be ignorant with your parents while you're like, I can't say certain things. BK is the Boxer. Who did Fit Amir play? Didn't he switch characters? I feel like Fit Amir switched characters. He had like a top tier, then he went to a different top tier. If I commentate something, I don't remember what happened the next day. I have no idea. You could tell me, oh, I said this, and I'd be like, I have no idea. I don't even remember what I said during CPT, to be honest. I don't even know if I did good. I haven't looked up the tapes yet. What I do know is good, is these great, juicy Street Fighter V matches coming your way, people. Taji's Legacy versus Maru-san. We've seen him deal with one, if it is going to be that, Ibuki. Let's see how he deals with one. Or another Buki that's just different, right? That's more upon the footsie game kind of thing, more juice in the mix-ups. But at the same time, he could change. He could go to Urien.
Yeah. Now Maru-san too sent Itachi's Legacy into losers, so Itachi's Legacy gonna get the run back, be able to get a chance to potentially get into grand finals, or Maru-san might get his own run back against Alex Dot Dot. We will see, but Itachi's Legacy is going with the Ibuki. Maru-san with the Akuma. Let's see what the game's got in store.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're Marusen, you got to be looking at the fact that you did play and warm up against Ibuki, but you can't let that kind of make that lag time, because like you can't be like, this Ibuki player is going to play the same way. The thing about Street Fighter 5, especially now, is everybody's using different tech, and you know they really diversify their own style, and it's a lot easier to do so in this game. So you really have to turn things on in a different way. That's Tachi's Legacy with a constant, the slides, see things like that. We didn't see a slide and such from Skyjin. But we're seeing it from Itachi's Legacy to try to claim that mid-range space.
No, and what I'm liking too that Itachi's Legacy is doing, very conscious of the spacing between them, but able to keep the pressure on in a smart way. We saw that jump back, or dash back there for a second. I think that's a really great move. Or a really great option for Itachi's Legacy to create some space and then be able to throw out something like the V skill.
Yeah, now he's got him locked in the corner, double fireball, checks the Mario jump. But again, empty nothing. Still got him locked in the corner. I like the jump back, but just not at the right space. And I gotta hold this mix, my friend. A bit of a right after, didn't have the bar to finish the job. Stocking up with the kunai.
Yeah, what a smart move from Itachi's Legacy, walking forward just enough not to get hit by the fireball, able to activate the jump.
Yeah, met him in the skies. Itachi's Legacy said, listen, you want me to bring me my best? You want me to bring the real stuff? I got you. Here's the main character. No fooling around. No Urien and this and that. Let me run it like this with the Ibuki. We out. I like that. Being able to jump outside the corner, but yo, here's a chase out from Marusen. Getting the heavy Kitatsu Oki time. Still get a follow-up too. Not a lot though. Some damage to the Jag. Target combo off the heavy. To the corner we go.
Ooh, I like the trick on the dash. Great use of the throw. Itachi's Legacy with the V-trigger activation. Missed the DP there, but forced Marusen to block because of that boomerang effect with the V-trigger.
Stuck in the corner. Double shimmy.
Gets the throw.
Marusen. I like it when he's able to kind of, again, when Marusen feels comfortable, he's able to play his pace. That's where I feel like he's the strongest. When that's taken away from him, that's the part where he feels like, oh man, I gotta scramble. I gotta be in situations where I make the wrong moves. But right now, Marusen taking that momentum back, we're good until
Itachi's Legacy able to take a turn, but Marusen retaliates with the EXDP. Itachi's Legacy able to get sub kunai back, but Marusen, nice Tatsu.
Oh, you hit him in the back like that? Are you kidding me?
Oh man.
Itachi's Legacy with the unload.
Gotta be careful right now. Marusen, not a lot of health. It wouldn't take much. However, he does have lots of resources on his side. Wanting to see V-trigger activation. There it is.
Does it raw? I like that. Don't even wait for the the hit on fire or hit on activation to trade though. Itachi's Legacy with the more health, able to take that. I like Marusen going for the activation, but just couldn't find anything off of that afterwards. Itachi's Legacy just too strong, especially when he's got that lead. You see how Marusen is like, how do I approach the situation without dying? Because I can get hit with a kunai or a straight normal, and it's over. And that just, I feel like it just breaks him down when he plays. And I get it, you play Akuma, you die in a couple combos, like that's it, right? But at the same time, you have to find that mental stability to stick with it all the way through and say, I can still win this round. Especially when I got one of the best V-triggers in the game.
Absolutely, yeah, that's the difficult thing with Akuma. Even though he has great damage output, he's got all the tools in his tool shed or wherever you keep tools. He doesn't have the health. Wherever you keep tools, I keep them in my drawer. But he just doesn't have the health. And that's proven definitely difficult because he's gonna have to take a lot of hits. Or not gonna, but he's taking a lot of hits and it shows with that first round going to Itachi's Legacy. Itachi's Legacy also with the life lead right now. Starting off really strong, gets kunai in his pocket.
I like that sweet punch on the four fierce, and now he's taking Marusen all the way to the corner. That might have been an input error for the kunai. Caught him whipping the four fierce, and the side switch is meterless because Akuma deserves to have a meterless side switch. Gets the throw as well, the double fireball, the double Dewey, that should be stun. Is done. Marusen. See how he stared at him, Flex? See how he checked him out? He said, I got something. You want to look at some tools? I got something for you. Let me check it. Let me show you the forbidden aisle. Upstairs. Employees only.
What we got in the back. They be lying to you. But Itachi's Legacy knows what's up. has the gold bar of health. Great work right now, wanting to get out of the corner.
Yeah, back throw though. Maru-san with the air fireball. I
Ooh.
like him starting to put that more in his toolkit. The demon flips as well too. The air approach kind of got to be important because Itachi's Legacy has to prove he's going to anti-air. What is my man on? He has checked almost every single command dash this entire damn day. Like he's been sitting in the lab for weeks upon weeks. He sees like the barest of movements. And he's like, I'm gonna get you every single time. But you gotta add up more to it. So you can't be jumping. With
Nice
V-trigger on the deck.
Itachi's Legacy, great use of the V-trigger activation for the anti-air. That's gonna put Maru-san at a significant health deficit compared to Itachi's Legacy. Maru-san with the V-trigger activation himself. I don't know what was with the DP there. Maybe to build some meter.
Maybe just a whipped input. Maybe try to go for a fireball. Especially if
Yeah.
you see a DP and it's just like nerves. Here we go. EX command grab, backs away, no back, or a heavy punch. Takes his turn back. Gotta be careful. One good bust out. One bad air fireball. Slide on the other side. 2 steps. And my man comes on the other side, hits him with the light. I love that Itachi's Legacy is using the movement of the slide to kind of fade through the fireballs. He's been kind of getting hit by a few of these, and that's smart stuff, but it's not smart. Command dash like that. Maru-san again with the call out, but here's the bust out.
And I do like to Maru-san waking up with a double jab, wants to check anything Itachi's Legacy has to offer. Itachi's Legacy gonna have to be careful with that stun. There it is, Maru-san gonna close it out, puts one on the board, evening things up.
Akuma wins.
Maru-san definitely saying, you better prove to me that you have these meaties. You better prove to me, dog, because if you don't, I'm gonna wake up with it. And Akuma has one of the best wake-up jab situations in this game. Being able to have a 3-frame and then also being able to convert into so much off a counter hit jab is ridiculous.
Round 1.
No, absolutely. Again, we've said it before, Akuma has the tools in his tool belt, has great options, you know, whether it's wake up, whether it's air, whether it's a punish right there against the DP. That was really unfortunate for Itachi's Legacy. Itachi's Legacy though able to come back with the V-trigger activation.
Not a lot of damage, but it does put a lot of stuff on the board and puts him in the corner. V-reversal from Maru-san, willing to do that, willing to stay alive. EX demon flip, I love that option. Can't be stocked for free. Pay the toll. Gets hit with the EX kunai though. Right after a throw. To do it. Didn't check that one.
The one time, and it cost him a round. That's really unfortunate.
He was walking back just too much. We didn't have enough time to really pull something out. Itachi's Legacy took advantage. The fears. The check. Gets the counter hit. The right after. With the fireball as well too.
Maru-san able to walk out of the corner like he owns the place. But
You're
Itachi's
cool.
Legacy, yeah.
You definitely can. Oh, falls up the fireball.
Oh, Itachi's Legacy not gonna let up.
Ibuki wins.
Damn, he just waited for that. He knows how Maru-san plays, and he knows that if Maru-san feels he was in an uncomfortable position, there's a big chance it'll bust out. And that's not even just Maru-san, but people who have reversals or DPs or whatever you might see, you know, from Ibuki players or anyone that's got a DP, like a Shoto player or whatever. So like when they feel like they're backs against the wall, they'll definitely bust out. And obviously you can see with the read, and he's about to pull out a big W on this one. Take one more game. That's the letter he's looking for. He's not looking for L. Put that away. It's like Sesame Street out here. Put the L away. You want the W.
Absolutely, that allows Itachi's Legacy to potentially move on to grand finals. But Maru-san not wanting to go down without a fight right now, looking for a confirm.
Looking for a finish here. I mean, looking for something. There we go. Does find a whip punish off the target combo. I like the fireball, but I don't like the jumps. Maru-san, what are you doing in the skies like that?
We know we got Itachi's Legacy, has the V-trigger activation. We've seen that story play out before. Itachi's Legacy
Fireball.
with life lead. Getting pushed into the corner, Maru-san with the V-trigger activation, the fireball pressure.
That killed? That killed? I know she's got low health. That killed? Maru-san? Cheat codes on you, bro. But, you know, it is V-trigger Akuma in the corner. Can definitely do some damage.
Absolutely. Ooh, that was a risky kunai to throw out. Did Akuma just punch that kunai out of the air? He said, "Nah,
It
get
definitely
that away from me."
He swatted that sucker out like it's a fly. That's the thing is like the kunai, you know, they're not EX, they're not nearly as dangerous and more of a close up to an annoyance. And it's gonna be super annoying getting stunned like this. Cause it's not done, but it's definitely gonna hurt. Reset throw. Or do it again. Do it again to him, and he does it. Maru-san. Double throw.
Okay. Not wanting to go down without a fight. He wants that grand final spot just as much. Putting a second one on the board, evening things out. Maru-san with the Akuma. Strong stuff. Again, I think really it's helping him too that he's able to have that huge damage output, and he is optimizing his damage to the best of his ability.
Fight.
Yeah, I really just like, you know, him dealing with the kunai, B, you know, find the jumping situations, things like that. And then when you put in the corner, he just has the right reads. But Itachi's Legacy, the footsie game still comes too strong with the crush. DP right after the command dash this time. Does not get checked, didn't have time for it. Well timed by Itachi's Legacy. Air to air, side switch, blow it up.
The light kick anti-air. We'll take it.
Hell yeah, we will. That's using
with a low confirm.
Use all the tools of your characters.
Dashing.
Oh, you thought you could get away?
Legacy. With the chase down. Says now get over here. What is this?
I love that. Yeah, he was like, get over here. He saw him out of the corner of his eye. Where you going? It's 9 o'clock. You should be in bed. Maru-san looking to finish things off. The check.
The trade.
You just said be careful. And Itachi's Legacy is carefully on match point here. I feel like he's really looking out for what Maru-san wants to do, right? Just in general, like maybe some of the confirms here or there are landing, but he knows what Maru-san wants to do, like when the defense is on his side of things. Like if Maru-san tries to escape, he's ready and prepared. Not prepared to not jump in like that. Back figures, puts him in the corner, so is a throw.
Checking the dash. The EX side switch with the DP, but Maru-san, or not Maru-san, but Itachi's Legacy with his own DP. Gonna have to be careful, could get the stun. There it is. Match point all around.
Final game, final round between the two. Itachi's Legacy versus Maru-san. You saw the light kick. That's so strong in the corner because like it's still the tick move off of Akuma. And there could be either a throw or a hit. And so you see Itachi's Legacy like, what can I do with the situation, right? Now we're all even up. Maru-san not completing the combo off the medium, so it gets the red fireball knockdown. Command grab through.
Fireball pressure is on. Ooh, uses up all the kunai. Gets hit again with the V-trigger activation. Itachi's, oh, there's the stun.
It's done. Itachi's Legacy taking over Maru-san. And I feel like had he landed that medium kick, like, I really feel like it would have been a lot better for him, right? Like, had he landed the medium kick right off the bat instead of like, you know, medium kick and then drop and then go for just a different combo. All those things add up in terms of pressure and damage, and just too many misconfirms here, there, and too many things from Itachi's Legacy on the callouts. There were moments where you saw there was bar at the bottom for Itachi's Legacy in terms of trigger, and Maru-san just jumped into the skies and said, hey man, it is what it is. If it hits me, it hits me. And it damn well hit him every single time. And we're damn well gonna move on to grand finals here for the Juicy Game Light Street Fighter 5 Online. Thank you everybody for watching and playing. I'm having a blast. How about you, Flex?
I'm having a great time. No, it's definitely a lot of fun gameplay, and it's always something a little bit different with Juicy Game Night. Speaking of a little bit different, we've got BlazBlue cross tag battle on Wednesday with Dragon Ball Z Fighters, and of course you got the usual Street Fighter 5 and Tekken 7 on Tuesdays for Juicy Game Night. Make sure to go follow them. And speaking of following, make sure to go check out Florida Caliber. Join their Discord so you can stay up to date with events near you. Become a part of the welcoming community to competitive and casual players alike. So make sure to check out the Florida Caliber scene. And, you know, if you're asking, if you're wondering, if you're looking at your watch, wondering when's Marvel, Ultimate Marvel vs. Parsec 3 at twitch.tv/Tampa Never Sleeps every Friday at 7:30 p.m. So you can stop checking your watch. It's right there. Make sure to, if you want to stay up to date with all the fun and the juiciest of gameplay, check out Juicy Game Night over at Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and of course Twitter.
That's right. Make sure you guys keep up with all the socials, follow, support, give love, and we're gonna give you in return the grand finals of this week's Street Fighter V Juicy Online Tournament. Itachi's Legacy in the winner's side, Alex Dot Dot in the losers. Actually, my bad. Yeah.
No, Alex.
Sorry, I looked at the thing.
Yeah, Itachi's
Yeah.
Legacy coming out from losers. It's gonna be interesting.
Alternate ending. I'm sorry. It was an
Yeah.
alternate ending the whole time.
No, definitely gonna see some strong gameplay here. Is Itachi's Legacy gonna go with the Ibuki pick, or are we gonna see one of the others secondary characters that Itachi's Legacy has under their belt? Alex Dot Dot, of course, with these super strong, super fast, super bonkers Blanca. Yep, we're seeing that here. We got the Blanca versus the Ibuki pick. Now, they haven't played each other in bracket yet, so I mean, I know that Alex Dot Dot played. Has Alex Dot Dot played a Ibuki yet?
Not in this bracket, I don't think, because I don't think he played Skygen. Or maybe he did. Listen, again, our knowledge, it leaves after the first match, so if he did,
Yep.
maybe, it probably happened. But, you know, at the same time, you know, if you play one Ibuki, he's not going to be like the rest. Itachi's Legacy, way different than Skygen, so I hope that he didn't, because it might be not beneficial for him, because he has to remove that knowledge of that person and say, this person's going to play way different. I got to have a different game plan. And sometimes
Absolutely.
going to fresh helps out, but it helps out that you don't jump in, because that was a neutral jump from Itachi's Legacy, able to stock up. A lot of needed to work with in terms of kunai and trigger. How are things going to play out here? Jumping,
Yeah.
that's how things are going to play out. My man's playing out
Ooh.
this whole
Dude that missed that says no, you don't get a neutral jump, gets the stun, able to close out that first round strong. At first I thought Itachi's Legacy maybe has this round.
right.
Started it off with the pretty wide health lead and the resources to play with, but no, Alex Dot Dot, that's sometimes all he needs. No punish there on the missed TP, but no worries. Alex Dot Dot getting the pressure going with the throw.
The tech right there, cross up. Everyone can cross up with these streets, even Grandma. The check there by Alex Dot Dot. EX kunai coming through. I got a little delay just to wait for an EXTP, and when there was none, he went in. He's going in right now. Like if that was EX, that could have been stunned, but sun's going down. Alex Dot Dot lands the EXTP right there. Back to mid-screen.
Yep, Alex Dot Dot careful about the spacing of that dash. Ooh.
Careful swinging. Nice
See,
whip
there's
punish.
deep trigger activation right there. Oh, interesting with the DP answer. Itachi's Legacy with the overhead.
Okay. Itachi's Legacy staying alive here. Doing super strong. Medium and his normal kunai. Backing off. Just a hit and run style. Ooh, got a different challenge right there. I believe since I went past the feed.
Nice neutral jump, tries to get the cross up. Doesn't get much off of it. But it looks
There's
like
the cross up
Itachi's
right there.
Yeah. Nice confirm. Alex Dot Dot moving in, lands the rainbow ball, followed by a slide. Ooh, but Itachi's Legacy, is that a jab B trigger activation? I'll take it.
These delays from Itachi's Legacy are so smart because just in case there's a bust out, he's aware. He's like, listen, I'll be waiting for that. Alex Dot Dot has to be like, oh, he's gonna be waiting. I gotta be super careful. Delay my EXCP. What's gonna happen? What's gonna be happening now? It's a throw game. Alex Dot Dot gets checked for that dash, and no, it wasn't real. Man dash going in. Kunai runs into the other Kunai. Empty low, right after. One more hit to do it.
Alex
Be
Dot
careful.
Dot hanging out in the corner right now.
Doesn't have to leave. He needs to take it back. 30 seconds on the clock. It doesn't matter. The cross up between the feet, between the toes. Cross him up, made him look a different way, following his ass. Itachi's
Yeah.
Legacy. I like that he's starting to kind of pump up the amount of momentum that he runs in a match and kind of stem it down, because usually I feel like he's got a lot of great walk down pressure and a lot of great choices when to jump in general. But I really enjoy the fact that he's like, I gotta keep the pressure up if I want to keep up with Blanca, especially in terms of damage.
No, absolutely. Blanca too has some great movement speed, especially able to close in a lot of gaps with the ball. So I think that's really great that Itachi's Legacy keeping the pressure going right there. But Alex Dot Dot strong Blanca player knows when to back it off, but does not know when to block or cross up right there.
Interrupts crouch fears. Uses the unloads a whole clip. That's it. That's done. Load that bar up, back throw. Tachi's legacy.
Proving to be difficult for Alex Dot right now.
I like the interruptions, the whip punishes, the timings on the buttons have all been absolute money, and we haven't seen a lot of V-Trigger activations from Alex Dot. We haven't seen a lot in terms of I can make the comeback with that V-Trigger that we were talking about. That's so goofy. Throw, bait, punish. Does it again, but doesn't do the right or right after. Still gets the throw of his own. With Tachi's legacy with the absolute strong stuff.
I think that was a punch on the walk forward. Alex Dot closing in that space right now. Nice blocks on the cross up. Oh, but Tachi's legacy has the punish for the ball. Oh, but missed. I think wrong spacing there with the DP. Alex Dot with the back throw. Tachi's legacy with one of their own. Gets a V-Trigger activation.
Oh, this should be dead right here. Kunai, yup, into the super. This should, even with all the scaling, V-Trigger and all that stuff like that, should be enough to close it out, and it is. Hits him with the Naruto. That's enough. 58. Damn, that's a lot of hits right there.
Ibuki wins.
That's the first time I've seen that, hit in totality like that. But you really don't see Ibuki players using the CA for a finish. They usually have to rely upon, other, use the EX for other things like, the incoming stuff like that. But that just shows great meter usage from Itachi's legacy.
No, absolutely. Tachi's legacy really able to maximize their damage. Staying with the same characters. Tachi's legacy too, really wanting this victory right now, this reset. Oh, but just missed that DP. Nice punish from Alex Dot.
Yeah, we didn't need the crush from it. It's all good, just the damage. The DPs, there's one from Tachi legacy off that conversion. Nothing off the crouch and medium punch. Caught him looking at the ball, back throw.
That back throw too has so much space from Blanca.
Thrown EX Kunai to catch the walk back. That's so smart. He's catching his tendencies. Empty low, no conversion. Pushing up his cross ups. EX blocks it. No, doesn't. Obviously he blocked it out, but forgot about the last hit. Wake up EXP. With Kunai to release.
Ooh, challenges the activation. Tachi's legacy gotta find some answer right now. The Blanca pressure is on. Oh, Alex Dot.
Alright, Alex Dot. Starting to make a comeback a little bit. But still, those rounds were really tense, right? Those are not easily fought rounds.
Oh, definitely not. No, and that's the thing too. When you have to battle it out with the kunai, it really leaves you trying to figure out what your game plan is to get in. And especially too, if you know that Tachi's legacy has an answer for your Blanca ball, and what are you stuck with to be able to walk forward? It's not a lot.
Let's see if Alex Dot can stem this pressure, can stem this momentum that Tachi's legacy has been able to get. Back throw. I call he backs away, but still runs right in the command dash. Just caught it a little bit too late. So the counter hit, side switch, EX, follow up, put him down to the ground, another throw.
Gotta be careful. A lot of stun right now. Ooh, missed the
legacy.
That was scary.
Too active there. Wake up with it. Yo, that could have been the game right there, but he still pressed that.
Yeah. Got one kunai left in his pocket. What can he do with it? Not a lot.
Nothing.
One on the board. Alex Dot does not want this bracket reset.
I wouldn't want him to have it either, because if you look at how Itachi's legacy plays, that momentum and starting to introduce more things into his toolkit, because he knows how the person plays, I feel like he just gets a download and he's like, I know what you want to do when you do this. And if you let someone like that stay alive for longer and longer, it's only going to be trouble for you.
Absolutely, and that's the thing too. Tachi's legacy has great momentum, and the thing is too, it seems like even if one thing doesn't work, he keeps the momentum going. He doesn't let something slow him down. Seeing great work there, good spacing, nice confirm with the cross up.
On the other side there, mini cross up, nice cross cut right there. Can't leave for free. Gotta pay the toll. EX, kunai coming through. B skill pop up with a B trigger. Instant overhead, the Koven cut the right after. If that was easy, it would have been a fish. He's a greedy man. He wants to keep that bar, keep that meter. Dash up, command or slide. You finish this.
Holding on to that 50 for your life.
You might regret this one. You might regret this one, Hawkins Legacy. You could have finished that off. You might regret this one, my friend. You're regretting it right now because Alex.Dot closes out the round. Damn.
Like, finish your plate.
They say it time and time again. Then you would hit him with that EX, it would have been a done deal. But now, you know, Alex.Dot starting to come back. DP right after the kunai. Second that incoming pressure, raw DP. DP Tartar, no cook, no sear. It's so quick. I get why they use it. If my man bust out like that, you might get worms, dog. You gotta be careful. The throw, EX kunai though, locking him down. Command dash shot check. Tachi's Lacy putting on the pressure.
Bro, Alex.Dot with the feature activation gets the confirm. Tried to go for some air move there, didn't quite work. Pushing Tachi's Legacy back into the corner, not for long. Tachi's Legacy jumps out. Alex.Dot. Ooh.
Oh, he's gonna
That
punish the no!
dangerous. Oh! Itachi's Legacy still able to follow up with nothing from that V trigger.
I feel like because even though it's super negative this season, people saw it in their minds like I need to escape the situation instead of just taking my turn back in a way that, you know, punishes it. And it was unfortunate because Itachi's Legacy is like, cool, I'll punish you for that. Now we are on reset point for Itachi's Legacy as he's trying to reset the bracket, take us to some more Street Fighter V. I'd love to see it, but I guess what? Alex.Dot definitely do not want to see that at all. Be reversal, offensive, bust out with the EXDP, lock him in the corner, try to get the shimmy, no go. The blocks though, back throw.
Ooh, looks like missed something there. Itachi's Legacy with the feature activation. No check on the dash. Ooh, tried to get for something in the air.
Punish.
Oh, there's the reset.
That right after. And I'll tell you one thing from Itachi's Legacy, the way that he plays this match is like, it's so frantic that I feel like you make mistakes because it's not even like, oh, I'm playing Cammy, I'm going to smother you. It's like it's been matches after matches, rounds after rounds, and he's just continues slathering and lathering on that oppression and making sure that you make mistakes because there was mistakes there that could have cost him the game. And I feel like Alex.Dot definitely knows how to play against Ibuki. He knows the V-trigger activation from kunai, from regular V-trigger activation on block is very punishable. I'm sure he's done it a million times, but when Itachi's Legacy is all over you like that, you're like, I'll just get out of the situation. I don't even want to have to test out the theory if it is plus or minus or whatever, or mistime myself and mess up. But that has led to the reset of the bracket. Itachi's Legacy has reset the bracket, dragged Alex.Dot down to the losers. We see he's taking this week's grand finals.
Like you said, the longer you leave Itachi's Legacy alive, the longer he has to download the match. We're seeing it here. Itachi's Legacy making a lot of smart moves, starting off the round strong, finishing it off strong. Really just making some great gameplay, really checking Alex.Dot's Blanca. But I think Alex.Dot is starting to kind of get a handle for things, starting to pick up, okay, jumping here or dashing here, checking the dash here. You know, Alex.Dot I think is starting to catch on a little bit, so.
I definitely think, you know, some of these are just input errors and just kind of mistakes that he doesn't normally make in this kind of matchup that if he kind of puts it all together, he might be able to take down Itachi's Legacy. There's a whip DP, nice anti-air. Let's get him walking back. Catch him walking back. Ugh,
Words are hard today.
They've been hard all day, all my life, to be honest. This is as hard as this matchup is seeing right now until Alex.Dot gets neutral dumped on. Itachi's Legacy's got the move.
Ooh, gonna get the crush counter with the rainbow ball. That hurts a lot. That's what I'm talking about. You mentioned with the V-trigger activation, you know, with it being nerfed, you have a little bit more room to play with, but man, Alex.Dot, I think panicked there with that, with the rainbow ball and got punished for it.
That's what I'm talking about, where he makes you panic. Itachi's Legacy has that neutral, and he's just kind of like really great about like, eliminating your options. You've seen so many neutral jumps, so many confirms come from him, but here's a great whip punish right here from Alex Dot. So the sky is a great trade, but the activation, you see the bar at the bottom, you know what's gonna happen. That thing fills up damn near half the screen. The activation people jump back.
Air to air, gets the dash and followed with a low. One on the board for Itachi's Legacy. Out of control. That anti-air, I mean, how many times has he landed an amazing anti-air with the V-trigger activation? Such an awesome tool used.
To me, it seems like Itachi's Legacy definitely has a big hold on how to play this match and how Alex Dot wants to play the match. Alex Dot has to shift himself. We've seen so many neutral jumps land. We've seen so many mixes land. We've seen so many panic situations land in favor of Itachi's Legacy. Alex Dot has to route these, or it's going to be a done deal. Side switch, looking a lot better this round. Reset throw, no go. Great tech from Itachi's Legacy to stem that pressure, but Itachi's still back in.
Itachi's Legacy with the V-trigger activation. Again, we're seeing great use of the tool. Tries to go for the neutral jump. Nice blocks from Alex Dot. Able to take his turn back.
Crouching leading kick. Be careful. It doesn't matter too far out to do anything. Again, Itachi's Legacy jumping back, even if they don't land, you have to notice these things with Alex Dot that he's going to be able to do this. What can I do with this spacing? Like, what Blanca Ball can I use, or this or that, or maybe I'll just walk him down. Instead of just doing the same things over and over again, but the DP.
That was a DP anti-air. We will take that, that's for sure. Oh, missed the DP there, though. That is definitely going to hurt Itachi's Legacy. Holding on to a pixel of health right now. Has 1 through 9 in his pocket. Able to pull it off with the low.
I don't know. I don't know right now. Because Alex Dot, I feel like anytime he's got momentum, it's taken away from him. Or situations where, like, you know, it feels like Itachi's Legacy has a little bit more matchup knowledge. A lot of the neutral jumps. You see that walk back against the Blanca Ball. Dot this time, though, so Alex Dot catches him. Bait, punish, throw.
Itachi's Legacy gonna have to be careful building up that stun. Alex Dot with the overhead.
Pick up, reset. That's right into it. He saw the electrical wires on the ground. He said, "I'll be good.
Let me stick up
I'm wearing rubber boots." Right. He's one of those kids. He's curious, man. Like, you know, some kids are really curious about you know, throwing their Game Boy Advance outside the car window. They get that feeling. They just want to be destructive. Same thing with him. He was like, "What if I put this fork in this hole right here?" And
Yeah.
got shocked for it.
No, the one thing I do want to say, it seems like Itachi's Legacy really able for the most part to control the pacing of the match. We're seeing that here. Gets the side switch. Nothing much built off of it, but man, talk about a life lead right now. Alex Dot putting on the corner pressure, but Itachi's Legacy retaliates with the EXDP. Yeah, really
Bust out
again.
slide. Ooh.
Itachi's Legacy really taking the pacing and control over how the flow of this match is going.
And it kind of makes sense because at some levels, like if someone's continuing on that pressure, the momentum that they've had through losers, that they've had resetting the bracket, it might actually help them out. But this is the finale right here. He's got to win all of them if he wants to take down Itachi's Legacy. Unfortunately, Alex Dot is only one away from getting, you know, to the other side of the room to scream in the pillow, swing his fist up in the air. No, he's not like that, but you know.
Yeah.
I wonder though what he's gonna do. He's gonna switch to the Honda.
It's definitely gonna be interesting, or maybe he's just taking a breather. Of course, either way, we're gonna see what's coming up next on the juiciest of grand finals. It's Juicy Game Night, week number 27. How you feeling, Cola? Itachi's Legacy up 2 in grand finals right now.
This is like no offense to Alex. I thought he's obviously a strong player, but Itachi's Legacy super strong in and of himself. Got, you know, in the top 16 area of, you know, NA East too, so he's definitely been grinding and working. And we are seeing the Honda pick. We are going to see my man ride or die with this character all the way because he cannot switch after this. And I hope it's practiced enough against Itachi's Legacy because he's been so strong as an Ibuki player for a long time. It wouldn't surprise me if, you know, he takes it over Alex Dot. But at the same time, you don't know. Alex Dot might have the secret character in the back. Be like, I don't want to fight this matchup. I got him. I got a run.
Absolutely, and Honda might be able to help. I think it's going to be a little bit difficult making some moves in with the kunai, but it seems like it's proving not to be too bad so far.
Not so far just yet. Crush, caught him press up the buttons. I like that forward heavy kick to kind of contest the neutral against, especially against pre-buffered hands. It's just really smart to have that. Okay, DX
Nice
going through.
block.
I believe more in those
Goes
confirms,
with the
those up
feature
there.
activation, looking for something there. Gets a nice cross up, misses the DP though, gonna get punished for it.
Can't believe that man just V reversal. It doesn't matter. He's winning right now. It's that thought. Gets hit with the EX kunai and the right after. Crush,
Ooh,
pressing a button on
Itachi's
wake up.
legacy.
Plus range, good check. EX, catch the walk back or whatever was going on for poor old Itachi's legacy. You see him try to just slightly move away. There's a no-go with that EX blood flame. That thing is so fast and it catches
I know.
back walk movement or back walk button very well.
Absolutely.
Smart stuff.
Going with the butt slam, followed by a headbutt.
What can he do here? Staying super
Pulling
solid. Total
up
style.
the kunai.
Forward
Got
head-
full kunai and V-trigger on deck. Are we gonna see V-trigger activation? Nice block on the butt slam. Tries to go for the V skill, but gets challenged. There's the V-trigger activation there.
Your
Ooh.
overhead reset. Are you kidding me? EX kunai unload the whole clip. To do it, there it is.
Oh man.
One more. Itachi's legacy just says it in mind. One more.
Yep.
Alex, I feel like there's moments where he's making things happen because of the damage factor of Honda, but just not so much like a full-on game plan. Let's see if we can put some more together as he goes on, but he doesn't have long to do so.
Absolutely.
Legacy went away.
Yep, tournament point for Itachi's legacy right now. Alex Delta gonna have to make something put together here. Says he's got eggs, he's got flour, he's searching for the milk to make this cake.
Let's see if he can make. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see all different kind of flavors. I'm trying to see this man layer it on. He's about to layer it on right here. Oh, he didn't go for his kunai right there. Looking for the activation. Bust out from Alex. Activation. Go double dash. Just goes for the hands.
Ooh, I like the jump back from Itachi's legacy away from the command grab. Gets the V-trigger activation.
One more reset
Lot
after
of
this.
damage.
Itachi's legacy throws out the last kunai to DP to do it. He will be your winner of Juicy Game Night. Goes online Street Fighter 5 tournament this week. That was dirty.